Do you believe that your thoughts carry energy? If your mind is a magnet, what are you attracting? तपाई बारम्बार किन त्यही अनुभवहरू आफ्नो जीवनमा दोहोऱ्याइरहनु भएको छ? I know, it's a very deep question. प्रश्न सुन्दा धेरै गहिरो लाग्छ, but the answer might just change your life. Let's find out together. Hello and namaste. Welcome to Sara Khushi Ko Yatra, the journey to complete happiness. I'm your friend Sabbu, and I'm so grateful that you are here today. Together, in our very first episode, we are going to talk about manifestation, law of attraction, and how I started my journey to this beautiful world of finding faith in universe. This episode is very close to my heart because I will be sharing my deeply personal story with you all. I will talk about the most painful time of my life when I didn't even know who I was anymore. And also, I will be sharing how one meeting, one person helped me discover a new way of thinking, living, and healing. आउनुस् सुरु गरौँ हाम्रो सारा खुशीको यात्रा. In the silence of the soul, a whisper takes flight. A journey begins from shadow to light. Hello and namaste. Welcome to Sara Khushi Ko Yatra, the journey to complete happiness. And I'm your friend, Sabbu. Let's begin with a small idea. A big one actually. That changed my entire life. It's called manifestation. Manifestation भनेको के हो त? What is manifestation? अहिले सबैजना manifest गर्ने भन्छ. There are lots of videos and posts going around the globe about manifestation and its power. But साँच्चीकै के हो त manifestation भनेको? What is it? Manifestation is a process of turning your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs into reality. In simple words, you attract what you feel and believe, not just what you want. Sounds magical, right? But it's not magic. It's an energy. Energyलाई नेपालीमा ऊर्जा भनिन्छ. Whatever emotions you feel inside, you will send that exact energy out into the universe. हामी जे सोच्छौं त्यही ऊर्जा माथि संसारमा या भनौं ब्रह्माण्डमा पठाउँछौं. Before explaining it further, I would just like to let you know that I will be using the word universe during this episode. For me, it is the universe which holds the power and magic behind manifestation. हामी भन्दा माथि एउटा energetic force छ जसलाई सबैले विश्वास गर्छ. For you, if this energetic force is something different, then you can replace the word universe with your own words. तपाई भगवानमाथि विश्वास गर्नुहुन्छ भने तपाईले युनिभर्सलाई भगवानको नेमबाट रिप्लेस गर्नु भए पनि हुन्छ. तर म चाहिँ युनिभर्स भनेर नै युज गर्छु. That means the most powerful and energetic force that is above and around us. अब आज manifestationको बारेमा कुरा गर्दाखेरि त्यसमा साइन्सको पनि कुरा आउँछ, where we will talk about quantum physics. Quantum physics is a branch of science that studies the behavior of the tiniest thing in the universe, like atoms and particles. They tell us that everything in this universe, including us, is made of energy. And that energy carries vibrations. That means your thoughts have energy, your feelings carries energy, and that energy sends a signal to the universe or whatever higher power you believe in. And guess what? The universe responds. That's what the law of attraction is about. नेपालीमा law of attractionलाई आकर्षणको नियम पनि भनिन्छ. It simply says like attracts like. हामी भन्छौं नि नेपालमा पनि जस्तो सोच्यो त्यस्तै हुन्छ भनेर. Exactly. जस्तो सोच त्यस्तै परिणाम. Whatever energy you put through your emotions, thoughts, feelings, words, or actions, that energy come back to you. तपाईँ जस्तो सोच्नुहुन्छ, महसुस गर्नुहुन्छ र विश्वास गर्नुहुन्छ, त्यही तपाईको जीवनमा आकर्षित हुन्छ. So if you are constantly feeling angry, hopeless, sad, then the universe will send you more experiences to match with that exact energy. But if you start to feel hopeful, grateful, peaceful, and happy, you will start to notice positive changes in your life. त्यसैले सकारात्मक सोच राख्यौं भने सकारात्मक चीजलाई नै हामी आफूतिर आकर्षित गर्छौं भने नकारात्मक सोचले नकारात्मक कुराहरूलाई नै हाम्रो जिन्दगीमा ल्याउन थाल्छ. Let's take a very simple example है त. If you are manifesting a dream job, but your inner voice will say, I'm not good enough, no one will hire me, then that's the energy of fear and doubt. त्यो डर र नकारात्मक सोच तपाईको ऊर्जा बन्यो अब. And guess what? That's the kind of energy that returns back to you. Maybe the people, they will not call you back. Or maybe you mess up with the interviews. यस्तो कुराहरू चाहिँ हाम्रो जीवनमा हुन थाल्छ. But if you will think positive and start to say, I am already in the process of attracting my dream job. I trust the universe and I am ready. Now you are sending the energy of hope, trust and alignment. अब तपाईको ऊर्जा सकारात्मक छ, आशा, भरोसा र तयारीको, र यही ऊर्जा नै युनिभर्सले सुन्छ र तपाईलाई त्यस्तै नयाँ अवसरहरू प्रदान गर्न थाल्दछ. That's a higher vibration. When you think about the positive thing and you feel positive, like being happy, calm, peaceful, those energies carries a higher vibration and you will start to receive more positive things in your life. Manifestation is about creating the life you truly want by focusing on your thoughts, mind, and heart on it. It is not just about wishing for something and waiting. No, it's completely not right. It is about being very clear on what you want and thinking and believing that it is possible and aligning your action with your vision. So whenever you think positive, you will start to attract more good things in your life. You will attract more good people in your life. And then naturally, you will see the path ahead which will lead you to your dream life. I didn't know any of this before, but one day I met with someone who taught me everything. And that's where my story begins. मलाई पहिला यी सबै कुराहरूको बारेमा केही पनि थाहा थिएन. तर एक दिन मेरो जिन्दगीमा त्यस्तो एउटा व्यक्ति आयो जसले मलाई सबै कुरा सिकायो र त्यहीबाट मेरो कथा सुरु हुन्छ. Let me take you back almost 3 years ago. हामी 3 वर्ष अगाडिको सबैसँग भेटौँ है त आज. I was lost. I was a mother of 2. My younger was 2-year-old and my eldest was 6-year-old at that time. दुईटैको छुट्टा-छुट्टै needs and demands. My husband was very busy and we used to argue a lot. And my relationship with in-laws was strained. जहिले सानो कुरामा घरेलु कुराहरुमा नै हैन ठाकठुक परिरहने. My work was hard, my clients were difficult and my mental health completely shattered. ओहो, त्यो सम्झिँदा पनि मलाई कस्तो दिक्क लागेर आउँछ, डर पनि लागेर आउँछ. I felt like I was failing everyone in my life. I didn't even know how I survived at that time. It was before I knew I had a postpartum depression. My life felt like a complete mess. Everything was chaotic, confusing, and very, very heavy. मलाई के भइरहेको छ भनेर नै थाहा थिएन त्यो टाइममा. I didn't know what was happening to me. सबैले यो त खाली रिसाउँछ, केही पनि भन्नै हुँदैन, मुखमुखै लाग्छ, झगडा गर्छ भनेर सोच्थ्यो. कसैले यो कुराहरू मलाई फेस टु फेस डाइरेक्ट पनि भन्यो भने कसैले चाहिँ I could see from their voice of tone and their expressions. I felt alone, unheard, misunderstood and judged all the time. सबैजनासँग नै मलाई त्यस्तै फिलिङ्स मात्रै आउँथ्यो. सबैले मेरो रिस मात्रै देख्यो. अरूको त के कुरा गर्नु, म आफैले पनि त्यो टाइममा सोच्नै सकिनँ कि मलाई एक्ज्याक्टली के भइरहेको थियो भनेर. आई डिडन्ट न्यू. म एउटा वेल एजुकेटेड हेल्थ केयर सेक्टरमा काम गर्ने मान्छे भएर पनि मैले त्यो बेलामा सोच्नै सकिनँ कि द्याट कुड बी माई मेन्टल हेल्थ सिचुएसन्स, या भनौँ आई निड अ हेल्प or I was in anxiety or depression. मेरो अवस्था कस्तो थियो भने भनेको जस्तो नहुन बित्तिकै मलाई रिस उठिहाल्ने अनि कराउन थालिहाल्ने. आँखा अगाडि जोसुकै होस्, बुढा बच्चा कराउन थालिहाल्ने. Home environment, work environment, no personal time, and in-laws involvement, and a pressure, a very big pressure to be a good mom, good wife, and a good daughter-in-law was too much for me to bear. My emotions were overflowing. I was constantly reacting, angry, upset all the time. Negative thoughts matre aउने, राम्रो त literally केही पनि नदेख्ने. And I never realized that I was going through a rough phase or depression, anxiety, or any sort of mental health situation. I literally thought maybe I'm just an angry person, like how everyone used to think. Or maybe I'm just too sensitive. Or maybe I thought I was just a bad mom, bad wife, and overall a bad human being. Every little thing would trigger me. I would yell, I would cry. I couldn't control it. My situation was so worst कि म सबै कुराहरू यहाँ चाहेर पनि भन्न सक्दिनँ होला. All I want to say is, when I used to finish my night shift at 10 p.m., I used to stay in my car for almost an hour just scrolling through the phone, trying to avoid going home. I used to think, कसको लागि जाने, किन जाने, why, who is there for me? You know, all those negative thoughts used to come in my mind, and I tried avoiding going home. Sometimes I used to go home around midnight just so that I didn't have to see anyone. Looking back, now I understand I was in deep, deep depression. I was lost, drained. I had no energy, no motivation, and no clarity. I felt like I was a zombie, moving, doing everything, but feeling nothing, completely empty. I was broken, I was sad, and I was so confused that I didn't even know who I was anymore. All I wanted was to stop those overthinking and to feel happy. जति पनि कुराहरू माइन्डमा खेल्थे नि, it was like non-stop. I felt like my mind was working non-stop all the time. I just wanted that to stop. Peaceful moment भनेको के हो भने मलाई थाहा थिएन. I didn't know about that. All I wanted was to be happy and to stop overthinking. Then something happened. Something changed in my life. I desperately wanted to change my client, and I did talk to my workplace as well. And then suddenly one day I got a call about the new client, and I immediately said yes. And that's when I made hope. I work as a disability support worker, and I have a verbal consent from my client to share her story in my podcast. But for her privacy, I will call her Hope. Hope was young. She was just 26-year-old when she had a very tragic accident in her life, and she suffered a brainstem stroke which left her with a locked-in syndrome. She was completely paralyzed. She was only able to move her eyes. Now, it's been 18 years since that accident happened, and today, Hope is living and managing her life all by herself. She is an artist. She does a beautiful watercolor painting. I have one beautiful painting of her as well. She is writing her own book and she's inspiring everyone she met. She's in a wheelchair and has a very limited speech, but her spirit is larger than her life. Her positivity, her strength, and her confidence hit me so deeply. I still remember the first day I met Hope. I instantly felt something which attracted me towards her. I saw a radiant light shining through her. हामीले पहिला पहिला महाभारत रामायण हेर्दाखेरि भगवान विष्णुलाई देखाउँदाखेरि यसको वरिपरि एउटा शाइनिङ रेडियन्ट लाइट देखिन्थ्यो नि. I literally saw that in her. I thought, how can someone who has been through so much in her life be this peaceful and positive? I wanted to know her secret. Because she was so happy and peaceful, I started asking her questions, lots and lots of questions. Every time, म केही न कोही question यताउता गरी घुमिफिरी सोधि नै हाल्थे. And that's when she introduced me to the world of manifestation. At first, I didn't believe it. हैन, सुरुमा सुन्दाखेरि अब कसरी विश्वास गर्ने? I was very skeptical. I used to ask her questions like, how does this even work? Isn't it just a coincidence? If you work hard, you'll definitely get the result right. How can that be a manifestation? Example दिनुपर्दा मेरो exam आउँदैछ र मैले manifest गरेँ, I want to pass this exam. But at the same time, मैले पढि पनि रहेको छु, लेखि पनि रहेको छु, examination मेरो राम्रो पनि भयो and eventually म exam pass पनि गरेँ. अब त्यो भनेको मतलब मेरो manifestation पुरा भएको हो कि मेरो मेहनत गरेर चाहिँ म पास भएको हो त? It is very confusing in the beginning. And you know what? I'm not that religious either. But I did believe in higher power. हामीभन्दा माथि केही न केही त शक्ति छ भन्नेमा चाहिँ मलाई पहिल्यैदेखि नै विश्वास थियो. And I was very, very curious. And then slowly I started to learn from Hope. Little by little, one at a time. As I started to spend more time with Hope, she started planting small seeds in my mind. Ideas about mindset, growth, energy, limiting beliefs, gratitude, and the power of thoughts. Unknowingly, I started learning. And slowly, I started noticing my thoughts, questioning my beliefs, and shifting my energy. It was like my brain was getting cleaned and I can finally see things very clearly. And slowly, I began to feel lighter, less angry, and more peaceful. One day, Hope asked me to write 5 things that I wanted to manifest. And the very top of my list was, I want to be happy, I want to be peaceful, no overthinking, less angry, and more cheerful. Those were the 5 things that I wrote down. And those were the very first thing that I wanted to manifest in my life. And now, when I look at my life today, that manifestation has come true. That's exactly how I feel right now. I'm happier. I feel peaceful. I laugh more. I don't carry the same heavy energy that I used to before. I finally feel like I'm living the life that I had dreamed of for 8 long years. I'm not perfect, and life still happens. कहिलेकाहीँ ठ्याक्ठुक पर्ने, झगडा हुने, त्यो भनेको एकदमै normal हो. We all are human beings, and we all do that. कहिले जानी गर्छौँ, कहिले नजानी गर्छौँ, but that's a human nature. So all those emotions do come to you, and it fluctuates all the time. But I have changed from the inside. And that's the power of manifestation. And it all happened because of Hope. She was my guide. She was my mentor. She was my first guru. And she was the light in my darkest days. I'm so grateful and so thankful to my Hope that she helped me to find my path. I'm thankful to the universe for bringing her in my life. Maybe universe knew that I needed help. Maybe universe knew I needed someone in my life who can help me to get through my emotions. Maybe my thoughts and feelings and emotions to get out of this hell was so powerful that I sent that energy out in the universe. And in return, universe sent hope into my life. Hope always tells me, I saw you were thirsty, so I lead you to the water. I only showed you where the water was, but I cannot force you to drink. You were strong enough to drink that water by yourself. And she's right. All of us have that strength to change. We do. हामी सबैसँग छ त्यो क्षमता. We just need to start. And I learned it in a very, very hard way. But here's what I want you to take away from my story. Number one, manifestation is not about money or material things. It's about aligning yourself with your higher self, with God, with universe, or with whatever energetic power that surrounds us. And number two, that energy listens. Whatever emotion you feel inside, happiness, fear, envy, grateful, it is felt by the universe and it reflects it back to you. And number three, your thoughts create your reality. You do not just attract what you want, you attract what you feel and what you believe. हामी जे महसुस गर्छौं र विश्वास गर्छौं ती कुराहरूलाई नै आफूतिर आकर्षित पनि गर्छौं. Number 4, everyone feels the fear. डर सबैलाई लाग्छ. मलाई पनि लागेको थियो. पहिलोचोटि के गर्ने बेलामा डर लाग्छ. केही नयाँ चीज खाने बेलामा पनि हामीलाई डर लाग्छ. But the person who acts despite the fear, that's the one who wins. डर के आगे जीत है भन्छ नि हैन? That's so true. And now you might be wondering, how do you begin your journey? So, in our first episode, I'm going to tell you few simple tips which can help you to start your own journey. Please note it down and try your best to do it every single day. Number 1, become aware of your thoughts. Notice what you are thinking throughout the day. Are your thoughts more positive or more negative? Negative आउने रहेछ भने filter your thoughts. Try to replace that with more positive thoughts and more positive feelings. Number 2, start your gratitude journal. Gratitudeलाई नेपालीमा कृतज्ञता वा धन्यवाद पनि भनिन्छ. त्यसैले त्यसको डायरी लेख्न थाल्नुस्. Write 3 things that you are grateful for every day. Gratitude shifts your energy immediately. It is that fast. Normally, हाम्रो बानी चाहिँ कस्तो छ भन्दा हामीसँग के छ त्यो त देख्दैन. जे छैन ठ्याक्क त्यो मात्र देख्छ. मसँग यो पनि छैन, मसँग त्यो पनि छैन, त्योसँग चाहिँ छ भन्ने हुन्छ नि. That's very natural. But we can be grateful for anything. We can be grateful for our beautiful life, for a beautiful day, for a nice sunrise, for the magical air that we breathe. Oxygen is right there. हामी आँखाले देख्दैनौं, but it is there. And we breathe every few seconds. So we can be grateful for anything, everything. So त्यो लेख्न थाल्नुस् every single day. And number 3, visualize the life you want. Take 5 minutes daily to imagine your dream life. Feel it, believe it, and see it. Number 4, affirmations. Use positive sentences like I am calm and peaceful. Good things are coming my way. I'm worthy of love and happiness. राम्रो कुराहरू मेरो तर्फ आइरहेको छ. I'm confident. I'm beautiful. I'm brave. यो सबै पोजिटिभ कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ भन्न थाल्नुस्. They are called positive affirmations. Number 5, surround yourself with positive energy. Read uplifting books, listen to empowering podcasts, and talk to the people who believe in possibilities. आफ्नो वरिपरि हेर्नुस् त कस्तो एनर्जी छ तपाईको वरिपरि.
नेगेटिभ छ कि पोजिटिभ छ कि तपाईँलाई एनर्जी सबै चिजले दिन सक्छ। तपाईँसँग भएको मान्छेहरूले, तपाईँको फ्रेन्ड्स, फ्यामिलिज, केही चिजहरूले पनि, जस्तै फ्रेस फ्लावर्स ल्यायो भने इट विल गिभ यु इन्स्ट्यान्ट अपलिफ्टिङ एनर्जी। त्यो चाहिँ मैले मेरो आफ्नो पर्सनल लाइफमा पनि रियलाइज गरेको हो। पहिला हाम्रो घरमा चाहिँ फेक फ्लावर्सको बुके राख्थेँ मैले। एन्ड देन वान डे आई थट, सधैँ म त्यही एउटा सनफ्लावर देख्छु, आज चाहिँ म नयाँ फ्रेस फ्लावर किनेर ल्याउँछु नि त भनेर सोचेँ। टक्क डाइनिङ टेबलमा राखेँ पनि। एन्ड देन आई स द्याट लिली, मैले लिली ल्याएको थिएँ कि सुरुमा सानो बड हुन्छ, यसरी बसिरहन्छ नि त। अनि एन्ड देन स्लोली इट स्टार्ट टु ब्लुम एन्ड ब्लुम एन्ड ब्लुम एन्ड आफ्टर फ्यु डेज इट वाज लाइक दिस. It was so beautiful, so magical. I was so grateful for that flower as well. हामी पनि त्यो फ्लावर जस्तै ब्लुम हुन सक्छ। आजभन्दा भोलिभन्दा एभ्री डे केही न केही गर्दै जाँदाखेरि सोचहरूलाई हामीले सोच्दै जान्छौँ, थिङ्सहरूलाई हामी चेन्ज गर्दै जान्छौँ। इट विल स्टार्ट टु चेन्ज। सुरुमा नदेखिएला, गाह्रो जस्तो लाग्ला, बट पछि त त्यसको फल त देखिन्छ, फुल त फक्रिन्छ, सधैँ त्यही कोपिला भएर त बस्दैन। त्यसैले आफ्नो वरिपरि सकारात्मक ऊर्जा राख्नुहोस्। Keep positive things, positive people around you, and that really helps to lift up your own energy as well. अब यति भन्दै गर्दा आजको लागि मेरो बिदा माग्ने बेला पनि भइसक्यो। Today we talked about what manifestation is, and I gave you my 5 simple tips to start your own manifestation journey. I also shared my deep private story with you all, so that it can help you to learn about the power of manifestation. So, let's begin this journey to happiness. Sara Khushi Ko Yatra ma हामी सँगै अगाडि बढौँ. I know exactly how it feels like to be lost, alone, and overwhelmed. And that's why I started this podcast, because I don't want anybody else to feel the way I did. मैले जस्तो कसैले पनि महसुस गर्न नपरोस् भनेर नै मैले यो पोडकास्ट सुरु गरेको हो। हाम्रो नेप्लिज कम्युनिटी, इट इज स्टिल लर्निङ अबाउट माइन्डसेट, पर्सनल ग्रोथ एन्ड मेन्टल हेल्थ. वी ग्रू अप किपिङ आवर इमोसन्स इनसाइड, फलोइङ द ट्रेडिसन्स एन्ड नेभर क्वेसनिङ थिङ्स. जसले जे भने पनि हजुर, हस्, यस्तै त हो नि, इट्स नर्मल भन्दै बस्यौँ र सोच्यौँ पनि. But it's time to change that. Now it's time to prioritize our happiness. So, to all of you listening today, I just want to say you that your story is still being written. And you, yes, you have the power to change your life. तपाईसँग आफ्नो भविष्य लेख्ने सुपर पावर छ. But first, you need to believe it. विश्वास गरेर त हेर्नुहोस्. And don't wait for anyone to save you. मैले जस्तो गल्ती चाहिँ नगर्नु होला. I waited and expected from everyone. संसार बदल्नु छ, सुरु आफैबाट गर्नु छ भन्छ नि मनोक्रान्तिले. हजुर, that's very true as well. So start questioning to yourself. Reflect back. Notice your thoughts. Write down your manifestation. सोचौँ, हेरौँ, विचार गरौँ. मैले के सोच्ने रहेछु, मैले के गर्ने रहेछु, कस्तो गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. हजुर, यति भन्दै आजको लागि म हजुरहरूसँग बिदा माग्न चाहन्छु. Thank you so much for being here today. You are already on the path. You are already doing better than you think. If you really enjoyed my video and you can resonate with my words, then please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends and families. So one more time, thank you. And please follow, subscribe, and join me again for more stories of healing, hope, and happiness. To my dear Hope, thank you for being my light. And to all of you, this is Sabu sending you calmness, love, and a little spark of happiness. Thank you and namaste.